Hey, good afternoon. How y'all doing? It is Redbeard, and it is a damn fine day to talk about a book. And today we're here for a book review. We're going to talk about Make Your Bed by Admiral William H. McRaven. So again, this has stemmed out of the Ryan Holiday rabbit hole. Again, I started watching his videos, started going down started reading books about philosophy and also more modern self growth type stuff, like Atomic Habits, like the Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. Books like that, stuff that I used to not read that much of, but I found that I really enjoy this stuff, and I mean I haven't let it take the place of my fiction, but in the morning, when I'm walking, I will start every day with a little bit of this type of stuff. So, um, this guy is a Navy SEAL. I mean, he was like a four-star admiral when he retired. At one point, he was like the head of like I don't want to say this because I don't know exactly. I saw him on Colbert, and it was like at one point he was like the guy, like the head of all military operational forces in the field or something like that, which doesn't make any sense to me because Admiral to me says he's a Navy. So I'm not well versed in my military terminology, but I do really enjoy stuff about Navy SEALs, and he's a Navy SEAL. I don't know why. I enjoy stuff about Navy SEALs, probably for the same reason I enjoy stuff about mountain climbing, especially like free climbers, like the people that scale, like, um, sheer rock faces with no ropes or protection at all. I think it has something to do with, appreciating reading about people that do hard shit that I know that I'll never do. But with Navy SEALs, I think it probably started. I went down a little bit of a rabbit hole with David Goggins' first book. I haven't read his second book yet, but I did read it. Of course, I don't know, I was say inspired, but definitely intrigued. By people that are extreme in their dedication to the accomplishment of really hard stuff. So, and from there I read like Lone Survivor, saw the film, but read Lone Survivor. And yeah, so I dig shit about Navy SEALs, which is weird because I don't really read like a lot of war books or I'm not I mean, I enjoy history. I haven't really dug deep into like military history, anything. So, but this is a very short book, quick read. Actually, it took me longer to read it than it should have because I kind of was stealing my mornings to wrap up my last Pulitzer book that had been taking me forever to read. But I enjoyed it. It's basically, it says, make your bed, little things that can change your life and maybe the world. So let's get a little synopsis here. If you want to change the world, start off by making your bed. On May 17th, 2014, Admiral William H. McRaven addressed the graduating class of the University of Texas at Austin on their commencement day, taking inspiration from the university slogan, "What starts here changes the world." He shared the 10 principles he learned during Navy SEAL training that helped him overcome challenges not only in his training and long naval career, but also throughout his life. Um, and he explained how anyone can use these basic lessons to change themselves and the world for the better. Admiral McRaven's original speech went viral with more than 10 million views. Building on the core tenets laid out in his speech, McRaven now recounts tales from his own life and from those of people he encountered during his military service, who dealt with hardship and made tough decisions with determination, compassion, honor, and courage. Told with great humility and optimism, the timeless book provides simple wisdom, practical advice, and words of encouragement that will inspire readers to achieve more, even in life's darkest moments. Admiral William H. McRaven, U.S. Navy retired, served with great distinction in the Navy. In his 37 years as a Navy SEAL, he commanded at every level. As a four-star admiral, his final assignment was as commander of all U.S. Special Operations Forces. He is now Chancellor of the University of Texas System. So, a lot of Navy SEAL stuff, a lot of like it'll start one of these principles, like I said, these 10 lessons, which I guess apparently came out of a speech and then was expanded on for this book. The actual speech is included at the end of the book, but a lot of these will start with stories from like Navy SEAL training, and then kind of go into like a real life, like war type scenario to kind of further, I guess, punch the principle home. But yeah, I mean, he's a cool guy, and I saw him on Ryan Holiday's YouTube channel in his bookstore, walking around talking about books. He's I don't know how to say this without it being weird, but for an admiral, I mean, for a top of the line U.S. military person, he seems really down to earth. He just seems like a good dude. That there's a scene in here about an injury. He gets injured while skydiving, parachuting, whatever, and that is it's a pretty gruesome injury. But just it's about dealing with adversity. Again, making a little bit of stoicism, a little bit of seizing the day, right? Get up and accomplish, get a win early. I haven't started making my bed yet, but through these books, I have adapted and adopted certain principles, certain little things, especially like with the atomic habit stuff, certain things that I'm doing, to be better, to be a little bit better. I always had the reading thing locked down as far as, I believe that, if you read, you become smarter, become better, become a better conversationalist. Because, to be honest with you, I started doing this because I read a shit ton of books and I couldn't talk about them, so this is kind of was like an exercise in learning how to talk about books, or at least getting better at talking about books, whatever. But yeah, so I enjoyed it. It didn't knock my socks off or anything. I'm kind of on a string with these. I mean, I wouldn't say it's up there with like Atomic Habits, but it's a cool little book and it's short. And McRaven seems like a really good dude as far as I don't know. I don't want to get political, but seems like a good dude. So yeah, I gave it 3 stars. This is Make Your Bed by Admiral William H. McRaven. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're enjoying all your books, short review, as much as I am. If not, you're reading the wrong damn books.